The first shipment of Ukrainian grain to leave Odesa since Russia's invasion has now reached Turkish waters. The Razoni due to be inspected near to Istanbul later today. We're going to cross to Ankara, talk to our correspondent Jasper Mortimer, who joins us from there. Jasper, tell us first exactly where the ship is, what we're expecting to happen there today.
The ship is anchored a little to the west of the northern end of the Bosphorus Strait. It arrived there yesterday evening, and shortly it will be inspected by officials of Russia, Ukraine, Turkey, and the UN, the four signatory parties to this grain export deal. Now, under the deal, Ukraine can only export grain and fertilizer. So when the officials climb on board, they'll be checking that no other commodity has been loaded. After the inspection, the ship is expected to sail down the Bosphorus, a strait which is 30 kilometers long, and dock at some Turkish port. I don't know where, perhaps one of the ports on the southern side of Istanbul. An engineer on board the ship has said that it needs some routine repairs. After those repairs have been carried out, the ship is expected to sail to Tripoli, Lebanon, where it will offload its cargo of 26,500 tons of grain.
Jasper, this has been pretty good, hasn't it, for Turkey? I mean, Turkey seems to have used it as a good opportunity, if you like, to improve its international image.
Yes, Turkey certainly has refreshed its international profile because of this deal. You know, before this, Turkey was receiving a lot of criticism for opposing the entry into NATO of Sweden and Finland, planning to launch another incursion into Syria to attack Kurdish militants, and imposing a life prison sentence on Osman Kavala, whom President Recep Tayyip Erdogan accuses of being a subversive, but whom Turkish liberals regard as a philanthropist. The grain deal has put a very favorable spotlight on Turkey. When it was signed in Istanbul on July the 22nd, President Erdogan sat with UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres at the table where the documents were signed. Guterres praised Erdogan for his role in facilitating the deal. And looking ahead, Erdogan hopes to play a role in ending this war in Ukraine. He has often offered to host peace negotiations between Russia and Ukraine, but it seems that such talks are a long way off, simply because, from the Russian point of view, the Russians haven't achieved the minimum goals that they set out to achieve in this war.
Jasper, thanks very much. Jasper Mortimer talking to us there from Ankara.